guys, we are ready to tee it up. Top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run to the left. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed. They were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Right down the middle. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can't do a little bit of everything in an offense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Good timing on the quick out. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eakin. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Bullock. Got the quick pass. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Red Raiders are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job. 2nd
down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Power football with a run. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bag's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Marches ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. North Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over the Groupers. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Dragged a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And the Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. He leads it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's ball. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. And as he throws, he's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Eakin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off.
I love when people start to understand what they're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dumps it to the back. Quick completion on the out route. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Lagway. Finds his tight end. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snap it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Gators line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running to Green. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime.
Let's go!
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
That's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Takes a handoff. It's Joyner. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half if they...
There he goes! Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Red Raiders come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the red zone, it's Joyner. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Bullock. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
Cricket.
Using his legs, it's ball. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Florida! And that one will give him the lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. On Wisconsin. They're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up by 34 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Finds his man. It's Douglas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. The quick out. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the Red Raiders are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, it's Bullock. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stop is made at the 22, a 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd knows when to bring it. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Right back to the well.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Off the RPO, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I absolutely love the call. If you don't get it, field position isn't horrible anyways. You never know how many yards you're going to get for a punt regardless.
The defense can rise up and make a stop from there. You're not really putting them in a terrible situation.
No, and you're already coordinating with your defense. Like, listen, if we don't get this, let's go. We're going to be ready to rock and roll, set up on the field, but you didn't have to worry about it because the offense, listen, offenses are going for it in these situations more and more in college football.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down.
29.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, baby.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. After the miss here in the 4th quarter, still deadlocked.
When you look back on games, you look at missed opportunities. And that's 6 points right there that this field goal unit has missed out on. The bad operation, another missed kick in a tie football game, these really hurt.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Good timing on the quick out. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. A designed run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down.
325.
On the run, it's ball. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be for the win. And he got it! A little bit of redemption after those early misses, and he's the hero with the game winner. And with that, they've taken the lead. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off like